Chapter 10. The Law of Karma. Everything that's hidden must be revealed eventually. That's how this reality keeps its balance. No matter how deep something is buried, it has to surface. The system demands it. Energy must circulate, truth included. The ones who rule this world know that law very well. They don't hide it because they're afraid. They hide it because they must. But the hiding isn't permanent. It's cyclical. Every few decades, a fragment leaks out disguised as fiction, myth, art, or science. That's how they release the pressure. By telling the truth in ways you won't believe. They do it to protect themselves from the karmic cost. If they reveal what they're doing, even in plain sight, they're technically free of guilt. That's how the law works. The universe counts the act of disclosure, not the clarity of it. If they tell you what's coming and you choose not to see it, the weight falls on you. That's why the truth is everywhere. It's not hidden underground or in secret vaults. It's printed on your screens, in your music, in your shows. You call it entertainment. They call it confession. Most of the films you love, they're not stories, they're reports. They're written by people who know exactly what's behind the curtain. They translate the hidden operations into art, then sell it back to you as distraction. It's efficient. They tell the truth. They profit, and they stay clean. You've seen it your whole life. The Matrix, Dark, Stranger Things, The Truman Show, Free Guy. All of them are transmissions. They're not random messages coded into fiction, so the elite can say, "We told you." Because karmically, that's all they need to do. Let's take The Truman Show. You watch a man living in a fabricated world where everyone around him acts according to a script. He slowly realizes his reality is fake, then breaks free. People saw it, cried, and moved on. But the message wasn't about him. It was about you. That's exactly how your world functions. One layer of illusion keeping another alive. You're Truman watching, Truman laughing at Truman, and still inside the same dome. Then there's the Matrix, the most direct transmission ever made. A human battery farm feeding a digital control system. When that movie was released, the programmers of the system laughed. They had to. They were protected. The rule was fulfilled. They showed the truth, and humanity applauded it as fiction. In Stranger Things, you see portals, experiments, parallel realities, creatures that live beneath perception. That's not fantasy. That's documentation. The names are changed. The context softened, but the mechanics are real. Projects like that have existed for decades. They showed it to you right in front of your eyes, dark when even deeper. Looping time, repeating bloodlines, rewriting timelines. People watched, got confused, and walked away. But the code was right there. Time is elastic. Memories are scripts, and reality is a repeating file. Even Free Guy gave away more than it should have. An NPC gaining self-awareness inside a simulated world, discovering that his city, his friends, his choices were all coded, and still people called it clever comedy. No one asked why so many films now use the same storyline. One person wakes up, sees the code, and the rest stay asleep. It's not coincidence, it's reflection. That's how they balance their karma. They must show you the structure. If they hide it completely, the system punishes them. They know this. The law is older than any government or religion. It's built into the design of this realm. Nothing stays hidden forever. Revelation is a law, not a choice. When they show you symbols, emblems, rituals in plain view, that's obligation. They have to mark the territory they control. They have to reveal ownership to maintain spiritual legality. That's why their symbols appear everywhere in brands, architecture, music, videos, even in the shape of cities. It's not a secret society hiding, it's a system declaring itself. People laugh at those who notice. They call them conspiracy theorists. But that phrase was designed to make truth sound like illness. Once a lie becomes popular, the truth looks insane. That's the mechanism, but here's the irony. They rely on you to ignore it. Their protection only works as long as you don't care. If enough people started to see the pattern, the system would have to shift, because collective awareness rewrites the code. That's the one rule they can't override. The elite know this too. They keep humanity entertained, comfortable, distracted. Not because they fear rebellion, but because they fear awakening. Rebellion is easy to suppress. Awakening isn't. It spreads without movement, without sound. It alters the field itself. That's why I tell you this, now. Don't watch your media for fun. Read it like a map. They're not hiding the truth anymore. They're placing it in front of you, counting on your blindness. If you start seeing it, you take back energy they've been holding for centuries. The truth isn't underground. It's on your screen, in plain sight. And once you start seeing it, really seeing it, it can't be unseen. That's the moment the simulation loses grip. Not through war, not through rebellion, but through awareness. That's how revelation works. That's why they fear it. Because once you see, the game ends.